Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another Create a Sim video. So today I am creating some witches, and I just thought that would be kind of fun to do since Halloween is tomorrow, which is very exciting. I have some decorations put up and I'm going to hand out candy. We're going to carve pumpkins tonight. Last year we carved pumpkins like way too early and our pumpkins rotted like way before Halloween ever came, so it was really disappointing. So this time we're waiting till the very last minute so they're nice and lit up and not rotten, of course, in the front of our house. So we're very excited, and I love handing out candy and seeing all of like the Halloween costumes. It's so adorable, so I'm really looking forward to it. But I thought for kind of a Halloween video, since I created a witch's home, I thought I would go ahead and create some witches in Create a Sim, and they're not necessarily for that house. Maybe one of them would like to live there, but I just kind of created them for fun. Try to think of different witchy personalities. So this first sim that I'm creating, she's really into becoming a witch. Like, she really wants to learn all of the tricks. She wants to know kind of how to become like the best witch she could possibly be. So I forget her traits exactly, but I know she's like ambitious, and I think I gave her the Renaissance sim aspiration. I could have gave her like the Master Vampire one, but I mean, that's not witchy, so I just gave her the Renaissance sim aspiration. That way she wants to learn as many things as she could, and I kind of imagine that they have to do with witchy things. And originally I wanted to give her this top. It's really cool and I thought it suited her really nicely, but the mesh is kind of broken and torn, and you can see her skin through it, especially when I started going through her traits and she was posing. And so I ended up giving her a different one in the end, so it's a bit unfortunate. So I'll probably remove this shirt from my game because I imagine it won't do that well in game, because sometimes when meshes are broken, they'll snag to other things in the world. You guys know what I'm talking about, when you'll see like this weird triangle or line come off of the clothing or object and stick to something. So I think this shirt will probably do that. But I did just recently download so many Halloween type items. So if you guys are looking for kind of witchy clothes or Halloween clothes, or, well, if you guys aren't familiar with it, a lot of Simbler creators on Tumblr actually do like this whole thing that's called Simberline. I think I'm saying it correctly. I'll put it up on the screen right now so you guys can read it for yourselves, because it's kind of hard to say. It's like Simblering. I think that's probably how you say it. Simblering. I think I'm saying it correctly. But anyways, they share a lot of content that's like Halloween related with the Sims, and they put out tons of stuff like costumes and kind of more spooky clothing or just regular clothes. So I've reblogged tons of it. I will of course create a whole Tumblr post with all of the CC that I used on these Sims if you guys would like to download them, and they'll be on the gallery. You guys can download them to play with them as well. I really like these Sims. I think they're all beautiful. Now this one that I'm creating right now, originally she was going to be like my good witch. Like, she's always using her powers for good, and she ends up being more of like a witch of the forest. She's kind of like an elven witch. She looks pretty elvish anyways, and elven witches are probably not a thing, but she's a witch that practices more into nature. She really cares about, I don't know, animals. So her aspiration is actually to be an animal lover. So she's a witch of the forest, we could say. She ends up having flowers on her head and like these horns that stick out of it. It's a really cool item. You'll see it here in a little while. I was actually struggling a lot with this hair because you can see a lot of this skin behind her ears, and I really wanted her to have like elf-shaped ears. I think I gave all of them elf ears. Or, well, they're just the vampire ears. They're just an unlocked version of them. You don't have to have them be vampires to use them. And I don't know, I couldn't get it to work, but I ended up giving her like this really blonde ombre hair, and it just looks so pretty, and she just looks so fair, and I really like it. So I'm very happy with the way she turned out. And the dress that I put on her is one of my favorite dresses I have ever downloaded from custom content. It is so stinking pretty. Like, every swatch is gorgeous. So you guys will see me put that on her in just a second. I ended up going with a green one, of course, since I imagined her to be really close to nature. And yeah, this dress, oh, it's so pretty. And she's actually not wearing shoes. She's just wearing bracelets on her ankles, and I thought that was kind of cool and made her look a little bit more in touch with nature. I was having trouble putting necklaces on her, so I actually had to change the structure of her jawline, and then none of them clipped anymore. But the one that I had on her, or the one that she was like defaulted with, was a really wide neck, and it didn't look like it to me, but none of the necklaces were really working. They were all clipping in with her skin. And right now she does have the good trait, but later on I change it for music lover because the last sim that I end up creating is actually going to be our good witch anyways. And this one is going to be the bad witch. And I kind of struggled with her look. I tried a bunch of different things on her, and I was trying to make her look cute and pretty and nice with still looking like a mean witch. I don't know, it was kind of a hard thing to do, but I imagine she's just a little bit unhappy. She ends up having a very vampire look, at least that's what I think anyways. I also gave her bat wings, which adds to the vampire look, but maybe she wants to actually be a vampire and she's upset that she's a witch, and maybe she's trying to learn how to become a vampire. I didn't actually give her like any vampire aspirations, but I could see her wanting to do something vampiric. I'm not sure exactly, but I did give her the public enemy trait since she's a bad guy. She's not supposed to do good. She uses all of her powers for evil, and I kind of think that's because she's just not really happy with being a witch. I don't know. You guys can come up with your own story. That's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know. I think a lot, probably way too much when I'm creating sims and houses. And I think about things that are probably not important, but I think she ends up being really beautiful. This hair that I recently downloaded is so pretty. It's a really gorgeous edit of one of the, I think it's a cats and dogs edit, and it has like braids on this side. It's so pretty. And I ended up using it in one of the colors by Wildly Miniature Sandwich, and her color palette is like my favorite because it has such a wide variety of like realistic neutral tones, but also unrealistic tones. So like this one, it's like a black color, but it's kind of blue. I thought it was really pretty. She almost looks like an Aqua Witch or something. And she has eyeballs around her neck. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. I thought that was a really cool item. There was these one earrings that I downloaded recently that are like spiders, but they kept messing with my Sims eyelashes, and I feel like eyelashes are a more important accessory than earrings, so I did away with those. Was trying to use them on, I think on like every one of them. They may work on the eyelashes that are in the glasses category, because I actually use the ones that are in the skin detail category. That way I can use glasses if I want to, and that way they also stay on your Sims the entire time no matter what they're wearing, because if Sims change for like work and stuff, they'll actually remove all of their makeup and accessories, so they'll remove their eyelashes, and they don't do that when they're skin details, so that's why I use those ones. Sometimes they clip with rings, but I noticed actually some of the rings that I have don't clip with them, or, you know, interact with the meshes in some weird way. I don't know how to explain it, but the ones that I have from, oh, what was that called? It was by the Plump Bob Tea Society when they did their wedding collection. The rings that came with that, yeah, don't mess with the eyelashes at all. So I'm not exactly sure what the difference is, but I'm really happy about that. But this is her outfit complete. I thought that this denim dress suited her really nicely, and I think she's just so adorable. And the bat wings are just kind of fun and just kind of her way of, I don't know. I just thought they were cute. I'm trying to make up excuses for why I had them on her, but I think they look really nice. And this is going to be the last witch that I'm creating, and originally I was going to have her be an adult sim, and I changed her back to a young adult here in a little while because I really wasn't getting the older sim look. She still looked really youthful, and she looked so cute, so I'm like, she's going to be a young sim also, and she's going to be my good sim, and she's just kind of a playful witch. She pulls pranks, but everything's for good. Like, she loves family and kids and having fun, and she uses all of her powers for good, and she's my favorite out of all of them. I think she is one of the cutest Sims I have ever made. I'm thinking about separating her from the group and actually putting her in my save file and giving her a makeover with all of in-game clothes, because I think she is just super, super adorable. If you guys have a favorite, definitely let me know. I would love to hear it, but she's my favorite. She has like pumpkin earrings, and she has a little bit of blush on her skin. I think they all have blush, but for whatever reason, she just looks so cute and youthful and adorable, and I love her nose, and I don't know. She's my favorite. I think she's absolutely adorable, and I love this hair on her. This is an edit of one of the hairs that came with Dine Out, and it's really cute. It's one of my favorite CC hairs. I've actually had it for a while, but there I just put the pumpkin earrings on her. I was going to give her the pumpkin necklace as well, but it was a little bit overkill, I felt. And then I gave her the witch hat with some flowers on it, just a little bit of detail just to make her look a little bit kind of soft. But here I am switching up this Sims trait because I'm like, okay, this one's gonna be my good witch, so I took the good trait away from the other one. That way there's no like repeating traits or anything. That's just the way I felt. And then I end up giving her an orange top with a green skirt, and she totally reminds me of a pumpkin, which is probably silly, but I feel like she just loves Halloween, so it's how she likes to dress, and she just loves everything to do with the holiday and loves being a witch and just having fun with it. And she's just so cute. I absolutely love her. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this fun little creative sim to celebrate Halloween. And if you guys have any plans for Halloween, you can of course share them with me. I would love to hear it. It's such a fun holiday, and I love dressing up and all the parties and the trick-or-treating. I think it's just a great time. But yeah, we are about done with this sim. I just give her some cute little green heels, and then I think some nail polish, and then a bracelet that came with seasons because I thought it just matched her outfit nicely. And then that's about it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this creative sim, and thank you so much for watching. Please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!